Hey guys, welcome to the first lesson in our strumming guitar course. In this course and in this lesson, you're going to learn how to downstrum. Now, before you go ahead and say, okay, I already know how to downstrum, it's so simple, down, down, down. Downstrum can be way cooler than you think, and it's very important that you have a strong, solid foundation with downstrumming before you move on to other techniques. Okay. Let me give you an example. Okay, if I downstrum just down, 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 I can get this sound. Which is already quite cool. But what if I add a bit of accents like? If I add palm muting? Wow, this is starting to get cool. What if I add really cool chords on top of that? Okay. Really cool, right? If I play it with a drum kit, just downstrum. So you can see that downstrumming can make you sound really pro if you just know how to do it properly. So in this lesson, I'm going to take you from the basics. We're going to learn how to just play whole notes and then go on. Okay, so if you haven't already, download the PDF that's part of this lesson and let's get started. Okay, so the PDF that you're going to download looks like this. Okay, the one chord that we're going to use is an A sus2. I'll show you that chord quickly. It looks like an E minor. Okay, but it's in the middle two strings. It sounds like that. Okay, so on the fourth string and on the third string. Okay, cool. So A sus2 sounds really nice and open, and it's just a really nice chord to play. All right, so if you are new to reading music, if you haven't done our beginner guitar course, then you'll see. I'll just explain this to you quickly. So this over here is A sus2, obviously, and that little sign there means it's a whole note. Okay. Just rhythm notation, and so this we play a whole note here and another whole note there. So if we play this with a drum kit, it's going to sound like this: 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Pretty simple. Let me do it again. 1 2 3 4 1 2. Okay, so that's what it means to strum whole notes. All right. Okay, let's just cancel that little drum kit over there. Alright, so and then we move on to strumming half notes. Okay, so half notes are exactly half of what we did here. So we're going to play more times. Let's play with the drum kit. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so I know you're thinking this is probably, wow, this is too easy. Don't worry, it gets harder. Okay, so yeah, we got quarter notes. Okay, quarter notes. Okay, so quarter notes, basically you play one note on every beat. So we take our A sus2, and that little sign over there means downstrum. Okay, so that's your downstrum sign. We're just going to downstrum in this listen. So we're going to play from there to there. This sign over here means play the section twice. Okay. So we're going to play the section twice. Okay. Cool. So let's have our drum loop going. We're going to play quarter notes now. Okay, quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just went to a G chord there. You can also do that. G. Cool. Now, that's pretty simple. Now we carry on with the page. We're going to the second page. Now these are eighth notes, okay? Also still on our ASUS2 chord, and we're just going to keep playing them. Now eighth notes, okay, let's just get a little bit of a close-up here. Eighth notes are notes that go like this. So, you know, with the quarter notes we were playing ba, 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 da, 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 da. Now, eighth notes go like this. Bam, 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 dun, 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 dun. It's like, you know, sometimes with songs, there's one thing that goes like boom, boom, boom. Now that boom is our whole notes because it's one for every 4 beats. Okay, you should go to a beginner course if you really want to know how these notes work. But I'm just explaining it quickly because it's fundamental to learning how to strum. Okay, so boom, whole notes, boom, half notes, ga, 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 dun, 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 dun. Quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if we strum together, let's strum. I'm going to put the drum beat on and I'm going to take you through what we're doing. Okay, so here's the drum beat. 2, 3, 4. So that's what your head is doing when it's listening to the music, is it's going 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1. We're doing whole notes on a G chord. Okay, on a G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we go to ASUS2 and we're going to play half notes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Simple, right? Now we're going to play quarter notes. Now we're going to play eighth notes. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Now let's go to E minor just to switch it up. Now, all of these drum tracks are on the website. If you want to download them, there's ones that are slower and ones that are faster. So first start with the slower ones. Try downstrumming quarter notes, downstrumming eighth notes, and then going on from there. Now, sometimes what you'll notice as you start downstrumming is your hand will hit the strings when you're going up. And that's okay. Don't worry about that. So if I'm playing an E minor, I'm going down. As I'm coming up, my hand is hitting the strings on the up strum, and that sounds cool sometimes. So don't think that's a mistake, okay? Don't think that you have to just hit the down strums. That's how you start up strumming, is by just hitting the strings when you go on your way up. So the best way to learn strumming is to do so with these drum tracks. Open up the drum tracks, click play, and start playing. All right. So you'll see. I'm going to take you guys through a little bit of a strumming thing here before we go to the accents. So the next part of the lesson are the accents. You'll see these little signs there are little accents that you play. So for instance, the most common one is to put the accent on the 1. That means you play like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can also put the accent on the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Fourth beat, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now what does it mean to put an accent on a beat? Well, that just means you play more of the strings. You don't, like when you strum, you don't always strum all the strings. You strum maybe just a few, and then on the accents you do all of the strings. So let's put the accent on the 1 quickly. I'm just going to play an A sus2 chord again. So we're going to put the accent on the 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now we're going to put the accent on the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's go on to another accent part. Let's put the accent on the 2, on the 1, and the 3. Okay, so not on the 2 and the 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That kind of thing will work with this drum beat. Listen here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can use it with any drum beat. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds pretty cool, right? Okay. This one is a little bit harder when you go carry on with the PDF over here. You'll see the accent is on 1 and on the 2 and. So now we're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or you can count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So let's count like this. Let's count this part. Listen here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Let me play the tab for you like this. Let me also play the next one for you. Now that last strumming pattern is one of the most popular down strum patterns that there is or are. Anyway, one of the most popular ones. Okay, so if you're really playing it like with E minor, C, and G, it sounds really cool. Listen. Down, 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 down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's open the drum track and we're going to play together, okay? We're going to use simple chords: E minor, A, D, G, C. You can use this C as well, or this C. If you don't know how to play the chord, don't worry, just close the strings and just strum along with me. But you should be able to play those chords first, really, before you start strumming a lot. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to play a couple of drum sounds. I'm going to start really slow. We're going to start with the 70 track, which doesn't mean anything. It just means we're playing 70 beats per minute. All right, so it's going to sound like this. Okay, so we're going to start with just a down strum on E minor. Okay, just playing. Now it's a good idea to follow the drum kit. It's like boom. A, D, E minor. So if you guys notice, what I'm doing is I'm not playing just ba 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 ba. I'm kind of following the drum kit. The drum kit's going boom, ah, boom, ah. And you want to kind of follow that with your strumming, right? So if the drum kit changes, oh, that's almost the same. What about this one? Just a little bit more, less drivey. What about this one? Ah. So I'm going to change my strumming. E minor, play with me. Let's go. E minor. C. E minor. D. A. Okay, let's take up the tempo a little bit and play with the fast drums. Now let's start, because it's a little bit fast, I want us to start with quarter notes rather than eighth notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, G, A, G, E. Now let's see if we can do eighth notes. Cool. So the foundation of strumming is really learning how to play with drums and listening to the drums. For instance, if we have the drum kit here, we're going to play the first beat here, right? And let's make it a little bit slower. Now, these are just what the drummer would call the hi-hats, okay? Let's just take those fills out there. Okay, so there's just hi-hats. Now, if we add the kick drum, now just before we add the kick drum, the hi-hats are usually eighth notes. That's usually how your hand is going to go when you strum. So your hand is usually going to go along with the hi-hat. Not always, but it's a good guideline to keep in mind. Okay, and the kick drum is usually going to be where your 1, 2, 3, your beat is, right? It's just going to be foundational. Sometimes it can be somewhere else, like here. So there's somewhere else. Let's add the snare drum. So you just gotta be aware, like look at the drum kit as a 3D image, and you gotta kind of imitate it with your guitar. If I'm just on an A, I might do it like this. So I'm kind of playing along with the hi-hats mainly, but accenting the kick and the snare. The kick is the boom boom drum, and the snare is the ka ka. So I'm kind of playing with the kick and the snare, but my hand is moving with the hi-hats. Okay guys, so I hope you guys learned a lot in this lesson. If you have any questions, if there's anything that I didn't explain well, then let me know so I can do it better the next time. And yeah, have a nice time. Go through all the strumming patterns with the different accents, and we'll see you guys soon. Cheers.